Okay, now we are in the ninth session of electrostatics, and in the previous session we talked about electric potential energy, and we have derived in the previous session a relation or expression to find out the potential energy between the two charges, and there we got it as U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by r. That means the charge q is there and the charge q naught is there. So the potential energy due to these two charges, if the separation is r, you can find out by using this expression u at r. That means if the separation is r. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by r into bar. That's it. And similarly, here we talked about only if the two charges are there. If more than two charges are there, that means electric potential energy due to system of charges. So how to go with this? Very simple. Already you know what we did earlier for adding these intensities of electric field. And similarly, in the same manner we go here. Suppose here, if a system is there having four number of charges, let us take Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Let us take these are four system of charges are here. And due to this system, what is the electric potential energy of this system? So we need to know the distance between this Q1 and Q4, Q1 and Q3, Q1 and Q2. At the same time, Q2 and Q1, Q1 and Q4, Q2 and Q3, and all these distances we should know. And suppose if you name it as R1, 4, between 1 and 4, between 1 and 2, R1, 2, between 1 and 3, R1, 3, between 2 and 3, R2, 3, between 4 and 3, R4, 3. After knowing this, now we can go easily. It's very simple here. It is, between these two, first find between these two, between Q1 and Q4, Q1 and Q2, Q1 and Q3, and then come to Q2. Q2, already Q1 you have finished the potential energy between these 2 points, and Q2 and Q4, find out what between Q2 and Q4, Q2 and Q3. After completing this Q2, you can come to Q3. Q3 and Q2 you have finished, and Q3 and Q1 you have finished. The remaining is Q3 and Q4, and already with Q4 is paid with all the things. Once again I am going to repeat. You can go in a cyclic manner. First take Q1 and Q2. Between these 2 point charges, what is the potential energy? Q1 and Q2. Next Q1 and Q3. Next Q1 and Q4. Okay. After come now, this Q1 is paired with all the other 3. Next coming to Q2. After completing Q1, come to Q2. Already with Q1 it is already paired, and next come to Q2 and Q3. You have to go with find the potential energy between these 2 point charges, Q2 and Q3, and Q2 and Q4. Okay. Now for this Q2 we have finished. Next come to Q3. Between Q3, this is already paired, and the remaining is this one, 4. So here we have 4 charges. So how many pairs, you can check it out, how many pairs we have to get. By using a simple mathematical formula here, n into n minus 1 by 2. So here 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2, it is 4 by 2 into 3, so it is 6 pairs we should come. Let us write it down once. So if you just take for each and every pair, it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is common, isn't it? Because 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by r, isn't it? So now u of the system of charges for the complete U net, we can simply leave it as U itself. It is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. It will be common, and start with Q1, Q1, Q2, R12 plus Q1, Q3, R13 plus Q1, Q4, R14. So now with 1, it is 1 has paired with all the other 3. Now come to, we have finished with Q1, now coming to Q2. Q2, next is Q3, R23. Q2, Q4, R24. So now we have finished with Q2. And coming to Q3, Q4, R34. You can check it out here. Each and every charged particle here will be paired with other particle. You can see, you can check it out once here. So now this is finished. So how many pairs we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can check it out, check your pairing by using this formula in 10 minus 1 by 2. So now if we can easily find out what is the system of charges, what is the electric potential energy due to system of charges by this way, by this process. Okay. Now I think you understood how to find the electric potential energy between the 2-point charges using the formula 2-point charges. If only 2 are there, UR is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q naught by R. And if there are more than 2 system of charges are there, just you can go by summing like this. Okay, so this is how to check it out. Just by this you can verify how many pairs are there. After writing once the formula, you just check it out how many pairs are there using n into n minus 1 by 2. After understanding these two concepts, we'll go with the problem now. Now look at this. 4 charges, Q1 1 microcoulomb, Q2 2 microcoulomb, Q3 minus 3 microcoulomb, and Q4 4 microcoulomb are kept on the vertices of a square of side 1 meter. That means now here a square is there. The square is there, whose side is 1 meter. This is 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter, and 1 meter. And here, let this be Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Now, find the electric potential energy of the system of charges. I want to find out the electric potential of the system, complete 1, 2, 3, and 4, complete with the system. The same thing, whatever we did here, by just writing the formula, the same thing we are going to do. So for that, between Q1 and Q3, the distance is already given. Q1 and Q4, you have to find out this one. Already you know, if this is 1 and if this is 1, this is right angle triangle and if this is hypotenuse, and this will be root 2 meter. And similarly, Q1 and Q2 already is there. Between Q2 and Q3, we just find out it will be root 2 meter. So now between each and every point charges, if the distance is, you can find it out there. And now we will be going to solve the problem, just direct application of the formula. It is okay. Now you just use this formula here. U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is 9 into 10 to the power of 9. You can write directly here. And Q1 and Q2. What is Q1? 1 microcoulomb. Q2 is 2 microcoulomb. So 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 divided by R12. R12 it is 1. Plus Q1 and Q3. Q1 and Q3, it is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 6 Q3 is minus 3 into 10 to the power of minus 6, and the separation is 1, plus, so if you just go on right like this, what is this Q2, what is this Q1, Q4, R14, already everything is given there. After doing with the complete calculation, we are going to get the answer as it is minus 7.62 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Well, you have found that potential energy, so the unit will be joule. The energy will be joule. Okay, so now here after calculation, you just go, once you make the calculation by yourself, so that it will be a practice for you for memorizing the formula. Okay, not for the calculation, for memorizing the formula, it will help you. Right, now after writing this answer here, you might have observed a negative sign. So here the system, that means for bringing the charges and keeping here, some work is done, and because of the work, already we know that this work is associated with potential energy, and here because of this system here we got the potential energy, and the system potential energy is negative. If the system potential energy is negative, the work will be positive. So here by this negative sign we say that work is positive. Okay, so this work is done by electrostatic force. So work done by the electrostatic force is positive. Okay, so this is the simple problem here, just the application of the formula. Okay, now coming to the one more problem like that, similar problem, but little bit application part is necessary, and the second part of this is for your board exam, and the first part is will be a bit for your competitive examinations. So just try to understand the concept properly. So the 2 point charges are located on the x-axis. Q1 is minus 1 microcoulomb at x is equal to 0, and Q2 is plus 1 microcoulomb. How much it is? Q2 is 1 microcoulomb at x is equal to 1 meter. Find the work that must be done by an external force to bring a third point charge Q3. Q3 is 1 microcoulomb from infinity to x is equal to 2 meter. Find the total potential energy of the system of the three charges. So this is the question here. Just I'll explain you how to go with the problem, and you can find out easily. You can go with the problem easily. So now here the 2 point charges are located on the x-axis. So let us think that this is the x-axis, and here at x is equal to 0, some Q1 charge is there, and at x is equal to 1 meter, Q2 charge is there. X is equal to 1 meter, and now the Q3 is brought by an external force from somewhere, from infinity to 2 meter. So x is equal to 2 meter. X is equal to 2 meter means that from here it is 2 meter. From here, from Q1 it is 2 meter. From here it is up to here it is 1 meter. From here to here it is 1 meter, because it is necessary for us to mention the distance when you are applying using the formula U is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q, Q naught by R. Okay. So now find the work that must be done by an external force. So not by the electrostatic force, but by the external force. You have to find what is the work done to bring the third point charge from somewhere infinity to this point. How can we calculate the work done here? That is the question. Third one you can find out easily. Find the total potential energy system of three charges. Just as you read earlier, the system of three charges. After bringing the charge here, the three charges are there: Q1, Q2, Q3. If Q1, Q2, Q3, three charges are there, how many pairs you are going to get? N into n minus 1 by 2. 3 into 3 minus 1 by 2. So using that formula, and by just writing in this way, just substituting the values and writing the answer. That's easy. It's here one small application is necessary here to just go with the problem. We have to find the work. To find the work, how can we what can we use to find the work here by just going with to go with the problem. So initially here the charge is at infinity. When the charge is at infinity, what is the potential energy of the system? And when the charge is brought to here, what is the potential energy of the system? So if let this be when the charge is at infinity, the potential energy be Ui. When the charge is brought to this point, where x is equal to 2 meter, let this be Uf. And you know the concept very well. The change in the energy is related to the work. So the work is Uf minus Ui. So this is the work done by the external force. So because the work is done by the external force, here directly it will be the positive value, Ef minus Ui. You can go directly, W is equal to Uf minus Ui. So first you have to find what is the final and what is the initial, and if you find the difference, you can solve the problem. So here Uf, how to find this Uf? Apply. So final means this is system. When the charge is brought up to here. Initially when the charge is at infinity. Okay. So now I'll just write an expression and later we can go for the calculation. So now it is 1 by, first I am writing this Uf here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Final means when the charge is brought up to here. Okay, so it is Q1 Q3 by R13. This is final, plus Q1 Q2 by R12. This is final. Okay, one between this and this. Okay, next Q2 and Q3, it is Q23 final. So these three we are going to get here. So this is U final minus U initial, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. It is initial means it is at infinity. So if it is at infinity, Q1 and Q3, and the distance is infinity, plus Q1 and Q2, this remains, this doesn't change. So it is as R12 initial plus Q1, Q2 and Q3. Q2 and Q3. So because initially there the charge is there, Q2 and Q3, that is also infinity. So you got the expression like this. Now if you look into the expression here, this becomes 0 because anything by infinity is 0, and this becomes 0. So only Q1 Q2 by R12 remains. Q1 Q2 by R12 initial. Q1 Q2 R12 initial, this remains in the initial state like this only, and the final state also remains like that only, because only the change is in the position of Q3 only. So now this one, so this Q12 and this Q12 gets cancelled. Okay, so the only remaining is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q3 by R13F, 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q2 Q3 by R23F. So by just substituting the values, you are going to get some value, and the value is, it is 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 joule. Okay, you can check it out by making a calculation. And this is the answer for the first one. Okay, the only one thing we used here, apart from applying this formula, is if you want to find the work done by the external force, it is changing the potential energies. Changing the potential energy means final potential energy minus initial potential energy. Just apply it and did it. And for this you can go with the problem, and you are going to get the answer it as for B. For B, answer is minus 4.5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 joule. Okay. Now take a screenshot and make a note of it. Okay, here is a problem for you basing on the same concept. That means it is electric potential system of charges, and a little bit more than this board exam problems. So here this is a question. Application of whatever you have learned in your 11th class, we have to just integrate it here. So by this we can say it is a JEA problem. So the 2-point charges Q1, Q2, 2 microcoulomb are fixed at x1 is 3 meter and x2 is minus 3 meter. A third particle of mass 1 gram and charge Q3 is minus 4 microcoulomb are released from rest at y is equal to 4 meter. Just look at the diagram is given here. So this is, we are considering this as the x-axis and it is the origin. And this is x1 is 3 meter, yet the charge Q1 is kept. And this is minus 3 meter and charge Q2 is kept here. And third particle whose mass is 1 gram. Okay, so its mass is 1 gram. So its mass is 1 gram. And this particle is released at rest. So initially it is at rest. So it is at y is equal to 4 meter. So now we have to find, they are not asking you what is the potential energy of the system or something else. Here you have to find the speed of the particle when it reaches that means if it is released. So usually it is minus 4, Q3 is minus, this is minus, this is plus, Q2 x1 is 3 meter and the charges of this is 2 microcoulomb. This is plus and this is plus 2 microcoulomb, isn't it? So now this will be under the force of attraction between the force of attraction by this Q1 and Q2, isn't it? That means, so this will be the direction of the force and this will be the direction of the force, and now the net force will be acting in this direction. So now when it is released at rest from here, it will just move in this path. The question is, we have to find the speed of the particle when it reaches the origin. At this place, we want to find the particle velocity. So initially, we can go like this. So because we know here it is at rest, so you can take it as u is equal to 0, and we have to find v is equal to how much. And this is 3 meter and this is 3 meter. And by finding this 4 meter, and you may think that this displacement is 4. And if you know the acceleration, you can apply any equation of motion. But here, one thing you have to remember here, the acceleration of the particle will not be uniform. Remember here, when the particle is released from here, because of the force of electrostatic force, the acceleration of the particle is not uniform. If the acceleration of the particle is not uniform, we cannot apply the equations of motion. So then what to do? If we cannot apply the equations of motion, then how can we go with the problem? The very simple thing here the forces acting here are conservative forces. The forces, electrostatic forces, are conservative in nature. So because they are conservative in nature, so the total energy initial will be total energy final. That means when the particle is here, what is the total energy of the system? When the particle reaches here, what is the total energy of the system? They should be equal. So initially here, if you are going to find out the total energy of the system, you know how to find the total energy of the system, right, at one side, and equate it to the total energy of the system when the particle reaches here. Just write it there. When you are finding the total energy of the system, what was the total energy of the system? The total energy of the system is equal to potential energy plus kinetic energy. So U initial plus K initial is equal to U final plus K final. Okay, so what is the how you can find U initial? You know it is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q3 and Q2. Q3 and Q2 are 32 plus, let this be initial, because when the particle is there it will be initial. When it comes here, this becomes final, so I am mentioning it as I. And initially Q3 is here between Q3 and Q1. Q3 Q1, it is R31 initial, and after Q3 I am coming to Q2 and Q1 R12. So this is initial. Okay, so now these are only the pairs, one between these two and these two, and so we are going to 3 pairs here. So if you want, you can check it out. N into n minus 1 by 2, 3 into 3 minus 1 by 2, so it is 3 into 2 by 2, so you are going to get 3 pairs. So your answer is right, so it is 3 pairs. What is the initial kinetic energy? Initially the particle is at rest. What is the formula for kinetic energy? Half mv square. So this is 0 initially, so that is 0. Now we are equating this to U final. U final plus K final. U final, K final means when the particle reaches the origin. When the particle is here, the potential energy of the system is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q3 Q2 by R32 final, because this is initial and this will be your final, plus Q3 Q1 R31 final, plus this one. This remains same, there is no change in that. So now it is Q2 and Q1 R12 final, plus here the particle is not coming to rest, it is moving with some velocity because it has gained some acceleration. So if it is moving some velocity will be there. That velocity we have to find. Let that velocity, we can tell it, let the velocity at the origin is v. So now it becomes half, its mass is m and v square. Okay, v square. So now if you look into the equation once here, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, you know the value, 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Q3 Q2, Q3 value is there, Q2 value is there. This is R32, and here it is 3, and here it is 4. And you know this is square root of 3 square plus 4 square, it is root of 25, that is 5 meter. So this R32 initially is 5, Q3 and Q1. Q3 value you know, Q1 value you know, already it is given there, and the distance between it is same as like this, it is 5 plus Q2 Q1 by R1 or R12 initial. Just look into the equation once here. If you are going to multiply this, we are going to get it as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q2 Q1 by R12 initial. And here also, if you multiply with this here, we are going to get 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12 final. This R12 initial is equal to R12 final. That means this value and this value will be same. One is in left hand side, other is the right hand side. So we can remove them. So what else remains here? So in this one, and in this one, and plus half mv square. You can calculate this, and here in the half mv square plus half, what is the mass? 1 gram. 1 gram means it is 10 to the power of minus 3 kg into v square. This you don't know, just pick the variable like that only. Remaining everything can be calculated, and from there you can extract this v value, and we are going to get the v value as 6.2 meter per second. You check it out the answer once, you can make the calculations easily. Okay, so this is the problem, and here, very simple thing we did here. One thing is, due to this electrostatic force here, we cannot guess or we cannot think that the acceleration will be uniform. We cannot say. So now the only thing is, because it may not be uniform, we cannot go with these equations of motion. The only way is we have to go with conservation of energy, because the forces are conservative. So initially, what do you mean to say? What is the total energy of the system initially? Ui plus Ki. That will be equal to the total energy system finally, Uf plus Kf. By equating this, you are going to get the answer. Very simple technique we used and applied the principle of potential energy of the system. Okay? Take a screenshot. Okay, now I am ending this session. Practice the problems carefully, and again I am repeating, if you are good in numericals, that means you are thorough in the concepts. If you want to become thorough in the concepts, be good in the numericals. Okay? Bye bye.